Vando! Hey, I low-key dated myself with that intro. Some of y'all are probably like, what the hell is this dude's problem? Listen, if you know, you know. If you don't, hell, ask somebody in the comment section, man. Do me a huge favor. It will mean a lot. Go ahead and drop a like on the video and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future Lakers and other sports content. Let's get right into it, man. Jarred Vanderbilt is back. It is official. The man hasn't played basketball since February 1st of last year, and now he's scheduled to make his return. Shams announced today on social media that Jarred Vanderbilt has been medically cleared to make his season debut on Saturday against the Golden State Warriors, and that is some of the best news that we've had in a very long time. It was also confirmed by Lakers head coach JJ Redick while being interviewed at the facility today. Let's take a look and hear what he has to say.
He's out tomorrow. He's medically cleared and available for Saturday. You know, this whole process with him has been about the long term, and we're going to continue to be patient. Him and I in the medical will all speak on Saturday, and if he's feeling good, he'll be available, and that's no guarantee that he will play, but you know, he will be available on Saturday, barring any setbacks. A lot of the conversation as he's worked through some of the recovery stuff has been around conditioning, and that's probably our focus right now, is just continuing to build up to game shape. We both agree, like, it's really hard to be in game shape till you play in a game. So
now, that footage was posted by Dave McMenamin, who obviously is a Lakers insider. He has been for quite some time. And as you heard JJ talk, it's basically confirmed, right? He's saying, like, listen, he's been medically cleared to play on Saturday if he chooses to do so. If the team, the medical staff, you know, obviously it's going to be a team effort, a decision. But I honestly, I can't imagine why he wouldn't play if he's available. If he's been out this long, I can only think that he's itching to play. You know what I mean? He wants to get back out there and help the team win. So I would imagine he'll be on a minutes restriction, and we probably won't see him play significant minutes unless it's one of those things to where they're just going to monitor as the game goes on. If he looks really great, he's having a significant impact, and they're confirming with him, like, listen, how you feeling? He's like, yo, man, just let me go. It could be one of those situations, but I don't think so. I think if they decide that he is going to play on Saturday, it will be on a very, very hard minute restriction. And just to get a look at him, help him get a feel to be back in the lineup, get used to the new schemes that JJ's putting together, all that good stuff. And I long story short, I can't imagine that Vando is not going to play on Saturday, especially against the Golden State Warriors. This is rivalries week, right? So big nationally televised game. How would he not play? You know what I mean? But either way, this is super exciting for the Lakers, man. It's super exciting for the fans. We've been waiting a very long time, and Jarred Vanderbilt, his skill set is something that the Lakers desperately need. His speed, agility, his defensive presence, his rebounding, his energy, you name it. I don't know what that progress looked like over the summer. Obviously, if he had surgery on both feet, but before the quote-unquote significant injury or setback, he was really working on his offensive game as well, kind of finishing at the rim, hitting that corner three. And if that translates when he gets back, you know, into in-game shape, that's going to be a game changer for the Lakers. He's never going to be, in my opinion, he's never going to be that, you know, 38 to 40% three-point shooter just knocked down. No. But we don't need him to be. With as much production that he brings on the defensive end, we just need him to be a threat. So I would imagine him being somewhere in that 33 to 35%, maybe from the corner three. I would be happy with that. Very happy with that. That would be a game changer for the Lakers. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, if he's back and able to play, why don't we just include him in a trade and essentially trade him for someone that we know is healthy, that is already producing, maybe somebody like a Zach LaVine and whatnot. The problem with that is, listen, I've spoken a ton about Zach LaVine and why we should have traded for him when we had the chance. But the problem with Jarred Vanderbilt being included in the trade is that the trade deadline is 2 weeks away. So if you're looking at somebody who hasn't played basketball in a year, you're not going to evaluate him for 2 weeks and be like, okay, yep, let's trade for him. That's just not, nobody's going to do that. And not to mention, he doesn't have an expiring contract. So Jared Vanderbilt as a trade piece is not very desirable right now. If he was healthy, that would be a different story. He is a game changer he could be a game changer for a lot of teams defensively, but he's not healthy. He's just getting back. So I would imagine that he's not going to be included into any trades. That being said, that kind of, in a sense, almost confirms that we're not going to make any big time trades like a Zach LaVine, for example. It's going to be probably what was reported earlier, that they're going to focus on small moves to kind of just a few pieces here and there to build around what we currently have, but they can have an immediate impact on the success of the team. Somebody like Alonzo Ball, who I've brought up numerous times and I think would be a great fit with the Lakers. A backup center, obviously, a Walker Kessler, if that ever gets figured out, but it's probably not going to. I'm not a big fan of Valanciunas. I haven't been. Like, he's okay. Like, if we get him, it's like, all right, I guess. But even looking at the last game where we beat the Wizards, he's just not it, man. We need a serviceable big that can also bring a defensive presence for when AD's on the bench. And Valanciunas just doesn't do that. He's there, like, with him and AD in the same lineup, sure, but when you look at how they stagger against each other, it's just not a great fit. Is it better than Jackson Hayes? Maybe. But if you ask me, Jackson Hayes actually outplayed Valanciunas when we beat the Wizards. So do with that information what you will. The point is, man, I had to make a video just to confirm this update, bring the news to you guys. Jared Vanderbilt, he's back, man. It's been a long time coming, long awaited, but he's healthy, and hopefully he can come back and eventually work his way up to 100% of what he used to be, which is just an absolute defensive monster. All over the boards, navigating screens, being so disruptive in certain situations, just an absolute lockdown defender one-on-one, pushing the fast break off a steal. I mean, his energy, oh my goodness, man. This is so exciting. Hopefully he's back. Again, even if we get 85% of what Vander used to be, that is still a tremendous help to what the Lakers can do going forward. And I'm super excited to have him back, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Thank you so much for watching. Again, do me a favor and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe if you're already not. And I'll catch you on the next video. Here.